Hello and welcome to this video. Welcome to this live. This is the Oracle Jet right here, and this is what we're going to be taking a look at today. I have not unboxed it yet. I'm quite curious to see what it all comes with and check out the machine itself. I have read a little bit about it online, and I saw it at a recent expo. But let's just open it up, have a look, and see what it's all about. And if you wouldn't mind, please let me know how's the sound and how is the video. Finally, let me know. I'm curious. Sound video good. Excellent. Thank you, Corey. Please let me know where are you watching from. That's always really interesting to see where you guys are at. So first things first, I'm going to tip this box over. The Oracle Jet. Here you can see it says Sage. But Sage is actually just the European label for Breville. So you see down here, it actually says designed in Australia. And here's even a picture of Australia as a contour. So yes, Sage is Breville. Anyhow, let's open this guy up and see what's all in there. Hopefully it doesn't pour out. So here's the instruction booklet right here. I'm going to have to take a look through that a little later. And we've got a single basket right here. I know this is kind of an awkward way to do this, but I got my microphone up there. So we've got this portafilter here. We'll take a closer look at this stuff in just a moment. A box. Here we got a milk pitcher in there, the same one that they always include, although this one does not have the the thermo sensor on it. And finally, we got a water filter. So let me just remove this guy out of there. Oh, and that is part of the machine. Is there anything else in there? I don't know. Yep. All right, so I'm going to put this back down and take the machine out in just a moment. All right. So kind of one of the interesting things about this particular machine by Sage, it's the first time that I have seen a machine come with, that I can remember, just a single basket, non-pressurized, and a double basket, non-pressurized. All the other machines, the 53 millimeter machines, they come with 4 baskets, including 2 pressurized ones. So this 58.68, so you're going to want a tamper. You're going to want a tamper that's like a 58.4 or so on. And that's kind of the interesting thing. This one does not actually come with a tamper. We're going to see that in just a moment. But anyhow, here is the portafilter right away. And let's see how much it weighs. It's pretty nice and hefty, as I would expect. 495 grams. It's actually the same weight as their other models, the 53 millimeter models. All right, so that's that. Reviewing this pitcher, you know, I am not a big fan of these pitchers from Sage Breville because they don't have enough of a pronounced lip here. So for me, it's quite hard to do very much for wiggling. I do better with other pitchers, but it's nice that it's included, stainless steel. What we're going to do is get this machine set up. So in the meantime, I'm going to take this water filter. We got to get it primed. So I'm going to take that guy out of there. And I'm going to set the date window. We are at the beginning of October. So I'm just going to set that just like that, 10, 11, 12. Good. And I'm going to dunk that in some water here to prime it. Set that off to the side for now. In addition, I got this little cup of water here. 400 milliliters. I don't know how many milliliters this is. I would guess 450. Anyway, I got this little cup of water right here, and this is important. Now, I tell you guys often, make sure to descale on a regular basis. It's super important. If you don't do that, you will soon have a machine that doesn't work, because what happens is the scale in the water, all the calcium, magnesium deposits, all that stuff builds up inside the machine and ends up clogging the lines, clogging the thermal block, and it will render your machine useless. So they include a little test strip here. So this test strip is for the water hardness. Now, I've lived in 2 places in my lifetime, in Bavaria and also in Wisconsin. And in both of those locations, we have really, really hard water, like as hard as it gets. So here's the test strip, and I'm just going to show you guys. I'll have to wait for that for a little bit. It's going to be totally brown. And for that reason, I always filter my water. I use a Brita filter, like this guy here. They also make 0 water filters that do a really excellent job. There's like nothing left in the water after that. But anyhow, make sure to do that and to descale like every couple, 2-3 months, ideally. Let's get on to what's inside the box and then the machine. So inside the box, we got, what is this? I don't know, directions, I think, for the scaler and for cleaner. We get a back flushing disc here. We get back flushing tablets. We get a little Allen wrench right here, little Allen wrench. And we get a little pokey tool. There you go, a little pokey tool. We get some descaling solution. And we get a brush, okay. Really, the interesting thing is this guy. I was recently at a coffee expo in Frankfurt, and Andy was there, and he showed me what this guy does. There's a magnet on the end of this, and the magnet is very interesting because what it does is it releases like a revolving leveler and tamper, essentially, inside the grinder of the machine, or the grinder chute. So we're going to take a look at that in just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to put all this away, and then we're going to pull the machine out and get that started up. Yes, it's a $2,000 machine. It is quite an expensive one. That much is true. I'll say a little something about it. It's got 2 ThermoJets inside. So one ThermoJet is for heating up the water for the extraction. The other ThermoJet is for finally heating up the brew group, which I think is very important. So I'm glad that they finally added a second ThermoJet for that. Peekaboo. There it is right there. Let's see. What have we got going on here? Oh my gosh, it comes with more goodies. Look at the size of that shaft right there on that steam wand. That's big. Oh. What is this? Okay. Alrighty. So we're getting there. Let's see what's inside this before we commission the machine. Where did I buy the machine? That is a good question. I did not buy the machine. Sage sent me this machine to take a look at and do a review on, do some content on. So that's important to mention. I do click on the sponsored, the little sponsored parameter within the video, so that at the beginning you guys see, yes, something within the video is sponsored. So that can be whatever, a VPN sponsoring the video, or it can be a company that sends you a product to do a review. But just so you know, I have not accepted any money on top of the machines for any of the reviews that I've ever done. So I just get the machine. I already have so many, so I don't really buy that many more. I bought the majority of them, but I have so many now. But my plan is to do what they call organic reviews, which means, okay, I get the machine, but I give you then my honest thoughts on it. And I try to be fair. You know, I take price into consideration. I take the user experience into consideration, the quality of the product, and so on. So anyhow, here is the bean hopper right there. And you'll notice it says Baratza on it. So recently, Breville Group has bought out Baratza. They've also bought out, as far as I understand, Lilith. And look at this. They tell you to look for beans. This is very important. Please pay attention. Look for roasted on dates on your beans, not best before. Because best before, that can be anything. Some bean companies, they put on a 2-year best before date, a 1 year, or an 18 months. So you have no idea with that. Make sure that you know when they're roasted, and ideally they should be 4 weeks or younger, like anywhere 2 to 4 weeks, great. You know, 4 to 8 weeks is also okay. You'll still get some crema, but above that, it's really tough. So I'm glad that they put that right there so you see that. So inside the grinder is a 6-bladed, let's see if we can show it. Can you see that? The 6-bladed grinder inside from Baratza. I think that's the new M2 burr inside. And normally what I do on these is set them a little bit finer, because from the factory, they're generally set at like 6. And so I'll set that down to 3 inside, but it looks like this one is not adjustable on the collar. And at least I don't see it. So I'm just going to try it as it is. It doesn't want to go back in there. Is it in now? No. Come back to that in a moment. It's got some food, probably some food oil on there, so it doesn't rust. Anyway, let's commission this a little bit further. We got to take some tape off the top. So you'll notice that the top part flips up like that. So it used to be kind of like a click system. You click it and it would come back up on its own. In this case, it's a flip up. So that's where you put the water. It would be good to show the back too while I'm at it. So the back has also got access to the water tank, which is nice. So here we go. That's what the tank looks like right there. You got your float sensor in there, which is excellent. Got a little filter in the bottom there. Thank you very much. It's even got a little filter here on the top for when water is dropping in from this area. Actually, would you mind going and rinsing that out, please, for me? Thanks very much. All right, so anyhow, that's the back of the machine. So also you can see there's a see-through slit here, right here. There's a see-through slit, which is quite nice so that you can see the level of your water. Let's go ahead and get all the tape off. We'll add some water. We'll get it commissioned. I hope that this is a good video for people who are brand new to setting up a machine, so that maybe you guys see how it's done. It's always kind of nice to have a video. I turn to YouTube myself for a lot of things. Come on, tape. I gotta be smarter than the tape. There we go. Wow, it's really tight. Okay. All right, this is what the bottom of the drip tray looks like, by the way. It is not that big. It doesn't seem to have the same kind of volume as what the previous ones had, but then again, I'm guessing there's going to be less cooling down necessary on this machine compared to others, just based on the size here. Slip this back in. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Slide this in. All right. You also notice down here, there's like a little foot thing. So this, oh, look at that. Look at that guy roll around there. So this is really nice to be able to clean underneath the machine and so on. You can move it around easily. That's convenient. And they probably have a little cubby hole. Yes, they do. Look, you can put your tools right here. So let's just go ahead and put some tools in right away. Put my Allen wrench in there. This pokey tool. I'm guessing the poking tool is for this here, for the steam one. Stick that in there. All right. Now we're making some headway. Why won't this go back in? Let's figure that out. I'm having trouble getting the burr back inside after having taken it out. That'll teach me to do that on live on camera. Let's see. Oh, god dang it. I think what I'm going to do instead in the meantime is, I've been told, oh, look at this. I think it's got cord storage. Look at that. It's got cord storage. That's very nice. Anyhow, I've been told that this is going to need an update, so I might as well get it set up with Wi-Fi. And while it's updating, I'm going to try to get that burr put back inside. So let's see. Peel this guy out. We are welcomed with a nice latte art cappuccino or flat white. Is there a button to recoil it back? I don't think so. I think you just stick it right back in. All right. So what is it doing? It's going to probably ask me for my Wi-Fi credentials first. Oh, plays a little song for you. Setup. English. Country. Let's take Germany. Celsius. The time. 11:49 a.m. The date. What do we got today? October 8th. 24. Connect your machine. Yeah, let's do it. What's scan for full terms? I'm just going to accept. Sorry, I know this part's a little bit boring. I don't know if you can see the screen or not very well. I hope so. But I'm going to have to block it to put the code in, the Wi-Fi code. It's okay. I'm just going to go right in front. Okay. Connecting. Please wait. It looks nice, but the pricing, chrome plated plastic, not just the way. Oh, look at that, a light turned on. Nice. I always like it when it's illuminated down here so you can see better what you're doing. Okay, there's a red dot. Ah, oh, look at that. Is that how you do it? Look at this. It does, in fact, turn on there. Here's a red dot. Here's a red dot. And it does actually turn a bit. I don't know. I'm going to put it in the middle. The red dot probably goes in the machine where there's a red dot. Connected. Okay, so just so you can hopefully see, inside the machine, there's also a red dot. Hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to line it up. There we go. Now it's in. Okay. Connected. Finish setup. Okay. It's telling me all about itself. Let's see. It mentions the grind dial, the grind collar, portafilter, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to kind of explain it as I go. But it is nice that it has all these things here. So it's got nice graphics. I mean, I can see the screen all the way at this angle. So the angle viewing is very good. And here it shows your parts, the portafilter, your accessories, the baskets, and so on. So it's kind of a nice introduction if you've never bought a machine like this before. Soak new filter. Soak in cold water for 5 minutes. Wow. Look at this. I'm one step ahead of the curve. So we got that guy. It's already been soaking for the duration of the video. Okay, so we did that. Wash and rinse. Okay, it says to wash and rinse your drip tray, milk pitcher, portafilter, filter baskets, and so on. That's true. Would you mind rinsing that for me, please? Thank you. And could you rinse that one, please? Thank you. All right. Insert the drip tray. I already did that. Install the hopper. That's a good idea. I mean, you could theoretically also wash this with a mild water and make sure it's really dry, but I don't want the beans to get stuck. So I'm just going to put it in like that. Got the lid on. All right, we did that. Water hardness test strip. So I don't know how well you can see that, but I know that the water is actually, it makes all of these turn color. So it's really, really super duper hard. Assemble the filter. Oh crap, what did I do with the filter? I seem to have lost the filter holder. So it's going to go in here, but there's a little plastic holder for this that I have to find. I think it dropped somewhere. Where's it in here? Nope. Just bear with me for a second. Where did that guy go? Here it is. All right, so this guy had fallen on the floor. What we're going to do is put the filter inside here, and I'm also going to give this a rinse as well. Thank you. Alrighty, so what does it say? Assemble the filter after 5 minutes of soaking. So let's go ahead and do that. Put the guy in there, just like that. Lock it in. Next step. Insert the water filter into the tank. So I'm just going to plop this guy on there. There's actually 2 fins on here. A fin there and a fin there. So it's actually keyed. So you know how to put it in. All right, just like that. All right, did that. Filter importance. Improves the taste of your espresso. Okay. You guys can read that. Fill the tank. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Here's a filter and here's a filter. That's true. This is, for me, just kind of a force of habit to use filtered water. So it's doubly filtered in this case. I don't know. We just have such hard water that I don't always completely trust a one filter solution, because once the filters get older, they don't work as well. So we just filter all of our water. That's how we do it for our water kettle and everything else. I'm gonna put this in the machine. Okay, fill tank, insert tank. I did that. Water hardness. Select the strip that best matches your result. So they are all color. So I'm going to hit this guy. Place milk pitcher on drip tray. Okay. I did it. Rinse cycle. Yep. Oh, it's coming out right here, actually. Was I supposed to put it there? Doesn't really matter. Oh, look at that. That's convenient. It shoots first here out of the steam one, then it shoots here out of the water spout. Can you see that? And I guess now it'll come out of the brew group probably. So make sure that all the lines are primed. All done. Okay. You've successfully set up your machine. Very nice. Swipe to select your first drink. All right, let's just try an espresso and see what happens. Preheat the cup. Place a cup under the water spout. Tap on the hot water button to start and stop water. Okay. Let's just follow the directions. That's what they're there for. Heating up your water cup is a good thing. So let's give it a shot. Okay, preheat cup, yes. Look at that, good aim. Right in there. Tap to stop, okay. All right. Select the label on your beans, best before or roast on date. So I'm using these guys right here. These are from a local roaster, and they do not put on a roast date on there. I have to figure that out myself. So it's 18 months for this particular one, which means it is 4 weeks old, 4.5 weeks old, these beans. But anyway, let's just see what happens if I put on a best before date. What is it going to tell me? Fresh beans, coffee beans with a roast on date provide the best results. Visit your local specialty coffee roaster or cafe to purchase quality, freshly roasted beans. That's right. That's the point I try to make in all my videos, and it's really, really important. Dialing in your coffee. To achieve the best tasting coffee, we'll need to make some adjustments, okay? It may take more than one coffee to achieve. Grind the, oh, look at that, an animation. Very nice. Grind adjust style. Clockwise for coarser, counterclockwise for finer grind size. So we're at 31 right now. I'm going to probably put it right in the middle. There's no beans in there yet, so there's really no load in between the burrs. To start off, adjust grind size to 22, okay? 25, 4, 3. And this is stepless, by the way. 22, okay. I did it. Coffee baskets, it's telling me that there's 2 included. I've got the double basket. Yes, for this first coffee, use the double basket, which is already in the portafilter. This is required for calibration. Okay, fill the bean hopper. You got it. Now, of course, I'm putting in beans into a brand new machine, brand new burrs and everything. So the burrs ideally need to get a little bit of use. That's just kind of what people say. Kind of like speakers need a little bit of a break-in period. Burrs also could use a little bit of break in it, and also like the coffee powder's got to get in all the nooks and crannies and everything. So this is really not a review video or evaluation video. This is just more an unboxing and setup video, and it's kind of fun. Fill the bean hopper, insert the portafilter. So this is the very interesting thing, and when I do a full review on the video, I'm going to show you. There's essentially in here a leveler. Can you hear it? Kind of like the leveling tools that you spin. It's essentially this guy. It's essentially the same as this. Within this grinding chamber, it spins constantly like this as the grinds are coming down and filling up this portafilter basket. They go in here, and this thing spins the whole time, and so it distributes it nicely. At least that's the idea. And then as the grounds come up into the basket to reach the top of this, it realizes that pressure, and then it stops. So this is essentially distributing, leveling, and taking place of tamping all in one. Pretty nuts. Okay, insert the portafilter into the coffee. I did. Grind coffee. Press the grind button or rotate the portafilter to start grinding. First thoughts, that is a very long process of the spinning, the distributing, the grinding, the packing, the spinning again. Sounds interesting. I'll say that much. So let's see. What did we get though? Wow. Oh, that looks actually very fine. We got a puck here, which is actually really nicely distributed and essentially tamped, which is interesting. So, and I'm reading in a comment that it's a more smooth stream this time, and maybe I'm not reading the comments. Maybe this is not a live video. It is in fact a live video, but this time my setup is different. I brought down my Mac Mini and plugged it into Ethernet, and that seems to be the biggest difference. I was using my MacBook before with Wi-Fi, and that was crap. So I hope this is better. It should be better. Okay, empty the cup. That's true. Let's empty this guy. It really gives you all the instructions. So if you're brand new to this, you know, Move portafilter. Insert portafilter into the group head and rotate. Is this warm, by the way? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm touching the shower screen here, and it is nice and hot actually. Okay. So put the portafilter in. What does it say? What? Oh, okay. So here's it's giving you an animation to show you what's happening. How is the extraction? Is it too fast, ideal, or is it too slow? So let's see. What are we going to get here? Brew settings. Tap on the brew size button to view brew settings. Okay. Shot size double. Yeah. Just let me brew one time. Okay. Brew. Place a cup under the portafilter and tap the cup image to start. Okay. Now, 35 minutes into the video, already we are making espresso. I don't know how it's going to come out. It might be too fine. Oh, it's starting. It's starting. It is too fine. That's taking too long for that to come out. We don't even have a gram yet. So in the meantime, take a look at this. I got this. The machine comes with a pretty nice large mouth puck knockout container. So that's nice. Knockbox. All right, 40. When is it going to quit? I don't know. It's definitely taking way too long. Corey, I'm glad that the stream is tons better. I know I had a lot of crappy streams with sync issues, with blurriness issues, with bad audio. I hope this is better. So let's see. Slow pour. Yeah, that was like really super duper slow. Adjust. The coffee might taste bitter. I should say so. It's pretty pungent, and it's not very warm either. All right. Adjust. It says increase the grind size between 24 and 25. I'm going to go all the way up to 25 for sure. Should I just do it now? It doesn't tell me not to. 25. Okay. So we're going to try this again. Empty the portafilter. Even got an animation to empty the portafilter. By the way, guys, if you are getting any value out of the video, it would be real nice if you give the video a thumbs up, give it a like. I think that'll help the YouTube algorithm push it a little bit. So let's see here. Empty. Yes, I did. And we're going to try again. Insert the portafilter, grind coffee. Okay. The puck does look really nice. I have to say that much. Looks very clean. So that's doing a good job. All right, let's try one more time and see with the grind size of 25 how it is. That was so slow that intuitively I would have brought it all the way up to like 28, 29. But let's just see what it does at 25. Yeah, that's going to be better this time. It's already coming out. 12 seconds in. Yeah. Still, you can see the mouse tails. If you're able to see if the fidelity is good enough, the mouse tails are really, really thin. I would open that up a bit further yet. 30 seconds in, and we got 15 grams. So normally by now, you'd pretty much have your shot. Cold portafilter. Yeah. I mean, now it's hot. So 33 grams. I think the machine's going to let it go for, yeah, a minute. So that was 59 seconds and 37 grams. At least we got a shot out that time. What does it say? Slow pour. The coffee might taste bitter. We recommend to increase the grind size. Okay. Now, what is it telling me? Go to 27 or 28. Let's do it. 25. Oops, wrong direction. 26, 27. I'm going to go up just to starting to touch 28. That's what the puck looks like, by the way, spent. Now, one thing that I don't like as much about 58 millimeter portafilters is it seems that because the puck size is larger and therefore thinner, it's harder to get out. With a 51 millimeter or 53 millimeter, I can just go and it comes right out, which is super nice. So ergonomically, I do prefer smaller size portafilters. Okay, it's inserted. Grind coffee. Okay, so that whole process of grinding and compacting and everything takes about 20, 23 seconds, somewhere around there. But it is pretty convenient, I gotta say that. Okay, let's try again. Brew. Oh, there it comes. Oh, that's starting to look good. Oh, and you can hear it. Oh, yeah. That's certainly getting closer. Let's just see where the machine stops it on its own. So if it's doing a double basket and if it's doing a 1-to-2 ratio, it's going to be somewhere around 40 grams or so. This one is going all the way to 50, 55. Come on, stop. All right, stopped at 62, 63 milliliters. It's a little bit long for this kind of bean. Maybe for a medium to light roast, that would be fine. This is going to extract a little bit more bitterness out of a medium dark roast. It's actually pretty smooth, smoother than I would expect anyway. So we're getting there. It still says slow pour. So it's suggesting to go up to 30 to 31. How long did that take? I forgot to time it. So 30 to 31. This is going to be, I think, the last espresso. And then I think what we should do is just see how was it steam. How does it steam? So you'll see that my workplace does get a little messy still here. And that's something about espresso. It just is kind of a messy thing. Machines like this one, where you're doing all the grinding and the compacting inside an enclosed area, it stays cleaner for sure, but still your work area might get a little dirty. I saw somebody write a comment about the Ninja, by the way, and the value for money in comparison. But this, I just kind of want to focus with this video on the setup and commissioning of this machine. So what we're going to do next is a cappuccino. Okay. I think, yeah, let's move on to a cappuccino and just see how that works. Insert the portafilter. Can't that just be done? What if I go back? What happens? Oh, okay. It just takes me to the previous steps. I want to kind of get out of this wizard now if I can. It's not letting me. I think it wants to make sure I get a nice espresso before I stop. Could you dump that, please? And rinse it out a bit. And this one too. Thank you. All right. Grind size of 31. And yes, it is quite hot, the portafilter. I would expect that anyway, because we've now made several extractions. But it has the heater here too. So that is something that I'm really happy that they've included. Is the water getting low? Good question. It's starting to get a little lower. We might as well fill it up. I'm going to have to add some more. But that should be enough for a shot anyway. Move portafilter, yeah. Okay. I need to wait for another cup. Be right back. All right, here we go. Oh, that's looking pretty good now. It's 25 seconds and it's at 35 grams already. 45 grams. I would actually stop it by now, but I just want to see what it does. It's just about to go over 60 grams. So I'm going to have to take a look at the settings and see if I can reduce that a little bit. I did see that you could choose a double, or you could choose a little bit below or a little above. So that will need some adjustment, but anyhow, we did end up dialing in the machine in about 4 shots. Thank you. Could you fill that up with water too, please? And bring some milk. Fill that with water, please, and bring some milk, if you don't mind. So, it says balanced pour. All right. That coffee looks great. Your machine is now brewing cafe quality coffee. Oh, it's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good despite the long ratio. Good body on it. Thank you. Good body on the espresso. Nicely balanced. Almond flavor I'm getting out of there. That's kind of sweet. It's actually, that did a really nice job. All right. I would agree. That was good. Empty the porta. Oh, really? Empty it. If you say so. Okay. I mean, it does knock out pretty cleanly. I have to admit, it's definitely not bad. I've had much worse than that. It knocks out cleanly. It's not soupy, so that's good. But still, 58 millimeters, in my opinion, are less ergonomic than smaller ones. Auto cue. Oh, look at that. To automatically cue the next step, tap on the brew or milk button. The next function will automatically start. Okay. Enjoy. Oh, you can, just like on the iPhone, you can choose light mode or dark mode. Let's take dark mode. Join the dark side. I'm not going to register right now. All right, good. 51 minutes in, got the machine set up. So I would say next, excuse me, would be good to just steam some milk. I am quite sure that this works excellently in manual mode. In automatic mode, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you very much. But let's just have a look at the drink menu right away. So we got install updates, install download completed. I don't know how long that's going to take, so I'm going to do that later. Okay, so we got espresso, Americano, cafe crema, very popular in Germany, latte macchiato, cappuccino, flat white. Now you guys tell me in the comments what's what. What's a flat white in comparison to a cappuccino? Because I get like different variations. Anyhow, cold brew. Yes, they got a cold brew coffee, cold brew espresso, hot chocolate, a baby chino. Nice. And I'll give you guys a tip. If you are in Germany and maybe some other countries in Europe, if you go to Starbucks and ask for a baby chino, you get a little cup of baby chino for free for your little guys. Tea, or add a custom drink. So I would say, let's just make a cappuccino and let's see how the milk foam does. So if I choose, I have dairy milk, dairy milk, you can choose a temperature. I want, how do you do that? It's dairy. Milk temperature, I want less. I want like 60 degrees, not 65. That's too hot. And the microfoam, I've tried this, I think. At the expo, I was at like 4 and it didn't do great. Someone tried 3. You want a hot cocoa, huh? We'll make that next. Okay. A hot toddy option? I don't know. All right. So let's just see what the milk steaming does. And go. Could you bring me a bigger cup, please? The larger white ones. Quickly. 2, bring me 2, please. The front filling water tank is so good. Yes, it is good. Why do I not want coffee? Good question. 3 a.m. Gosh, where are you guys looking from? Thank you. Thank you. I got a little helper here today. So. I think it did a better job than what I had seen at the expo. But I'm also, we'll have to see. No, not really, actually. So I don't know if you can see, but it's quickly lost its coagulation. As it's actually steaming, it looks decent. But as soon as it's done, it loses its, for lack of better words, structural integrity. And it just becomes really like kind of loose up towards the top again. I think the reason is because there's no real whirlpool going on in there. That's still something that they need to fix. And therefore, the milk is just really not textured very well. It's just runny. The milk is runny. So that's about the best that I can do with that. Don't know how well you can see it. It's a little hard with a ton of bubbles in it too. So it's just really tough to do that. With that automatic steaming, that has been for me a caveat, for every machine I've tried from Sage Breville Group. It's just missing. It's missing the incorporation phase. Anyhow, I got somebody here. I got my little helper, and he wants a hot cocoa. Can you give me that cocoa powder? Thank you. This stuff is really good, by the way, if you can find this, Oval Maltina. So I got this filled with milk. We're going to make a hot cocoa now. And I think I'll steam this one manually. Is that what is better that way, right? Better manually. Okay. So you can take that again. I'm going to fill this guy up with water. Okay. By the way, guys, I said this about an hour ago at the beginning. If you wouldn't mind writing into the comments where you're watching from, I do read the comments, and that's really interesting for me to see. So we're going to choose next. Where did we see that? Hot chocolate. Okay. And probably not so hot. Temperature we're going to set. That was actually still too hot at 60. So I'm going to set this at 55. Set the nanofoam at, let's try. You know what? I'm going to do it myself anyway. That's what we're going to do. I wonder if I can get a little hot water, by the way. Let's go back. Where's the hot water? Tea. I just want to see what the hot water looks like coming out of there. Ooh, that's hot. It's steaming at me. All right. So now, let's steam some milk. Manual, yes. I do think that these Sage machines have got some of the absolute best steam wands on them, especially with the ThermoJet technology. You really get a nice roll going. I mean, it's really, you get an excellent incorporation. Unfortunately, I don't have an overhead view to show you, but it does great at that. And I would suggest if you're using this machine, just do it. Just do it manually. The texture is going to turn out way, way better. It's silky smooth. It's like a marshmallow cloud on your tongue. Okay, that's plenty hot. So if you can see that, that is way creamier than what it was able to do automatically. Can't really pour design here, unfortunately. Anyway, you can almost see a little design there because I had put a little bit of cocoa powder in there to begin with, but it's hard to tell probably on camera. Anyway, that milk is way, way creamier than this one, that's for sure. There you go. Careful, take a sip right away, please. Okay. Watching from Portugal, nice. Just ordered your Ninja from France. Okay, great. Anyway, that's it. So far, we've dialed the machine in for espresso. We've tried the automatic milk steaming for a cappuccino. We've done some, excuse me. We've done also some milk steaming for a hot cocoa. If you guys have any requests, write them into the comments right now, and I'll take a look. Maybe I'll make one more drink before closing out the video. Can you I'm not sure what that means. I think somebody's upset about the video. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'm watching from New York City, even though you should be sleeping. And I know how that goes. Well, anyway, I think that's probably about it. Let's go back to the beginning. It's going to be interesting to try this machine out. I'm going to try this machine out over the next couple of weeks and then make a dedicated video. YouTube shows additional advertisement. Okay, see you. Thanks for your help. Is it good? Good hot cocoa. Okay. My helper says the cappuccino or the hot cocoa was excellent. So let me tell you guys one thing. Somebody mentioned that they're upset. It says additional advertisement on the top of this video. It is not an advertisement. We have to put that in there, or we're supposed to actually, from an ethical standpoint, put down that the video is sponsored if we get anything. If we, for example, even have something like a VPN sponsoring the video, or if we have a company send us coffee beans. You know, if this company sends me coffee beans, I have to say the video is sponsored. In this case, the video is not paid for. Nobody is giving me any money for the video. But Sage sent me this machine to review. So I'm reviewing it, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If you look throughout the video, you will see the things that I think are really cool and the things that I think are still not good, such as the automatic milk steaming. But anyway, everybody's got their own perception. Thanks very much for watching the video. Until next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy coffee drinking, happy espresso drinking. All right, I'm going to end it right there. Greetings from Poland. Hello, back to Poland. One more question. Yeah, sure. Pose it, Sardanik. Well done. Cheers from the land down under. Oh, nice. Australia. If you have another question or two, put them in there, and I'll see if I can answer them. Amsterdam, nice. Just need a bit more milk. How does it dose coffee? That is a good question. That's a good question. Oh, this is already getting kind of full. Have you finished your drink there? Huh? Could you take this carefully and go dump it, please? Hold it steady, okay? Hold it. Right. So to answer that question, I've got this guy here. So this is a little brush on one end and a magnet on the other. And if you stick, it's like magic. If you stick this up in here, it's supposed to work. Hold on. Other side. I haven't done it myself yet, but I saw it done. You can actually remove the, maybe I have to turn the machine off. You can remove the leveler. Thank you. So this is what's inside there. You can see that these edges here are full of coffee already, actually. So, oh no, that's rubber. That's rubber. Okay. Anyway, this is the spinner that's inside. And what this does is it spins and distributes as the coffee powder is falling down onto the fins. It spins like that, distributes it into the basket, and as the grounds rise up in the basket, they come closer and closer to the top of this. So this remains at one position the whole time, and as it feels that resistance from the bottom, then eventually it will feel enough resistance to say, okay, stop dosing, stop grinding coffee, and it will do a polish. That's where you hear at the end it does the extra rotation, and then it's done. So it's not tamping from bottom to top like how you traditionally have it, but rather filling the basket from bottom up. Yeah. Okay. Learn this. Thank you, guys. I'm glad that you're entertained, that you liked the video. I do appreciate that. Might make one more just for fun, and then close it out. Let's see. Sweetie, can you empty out? Can you rinse that cup out and bring it back real quick? All right. Make one more drink. Why not? The question was, does it need extra tamping? Let's see. Let's just see how it feels. Oh no, that's already. It's actually tight. That's really tight. So, from my experience, I'd say no. Yeah. I'm gonna make one more cappuccino and then close out the video. Looking pretty good. Let's do some milk here. Flat white, manual. Could you also get me the cocoa powder from upstairs, please? You know where the cocoa powder is in the kitchen? Can you get that real quick? How much more coffee can be added until it sticks to the brewing head? I think it's already getting pretty close because I did see an imprint just now. Okay. That one, thank you. Let's see how I did that time. My milk just kind of sunk to the bottom on that one. All right, guys. Anyhow, wish you a good day. Thanks for being with me for this unboxing. I do appreciate you taking the time wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and take it easy. Bye now. End stream. I was hoping that one was going to turn out a little bit better than it did, but the milk just sunk to the bottom. So made the milk a little too thin, I think. All right, take it easy.